Hi, some of you have been following me know that I recently did a 3 video series on creating a tree-shaped PCB with NeoPixels and buzzer music using a ATtiny85. It went through the design process and got the boards back and they worked fine, but the only problem was they were a little bit difficult for soldering. I wanted these to use in my Learn to Solder class for first-time solderers, and I decided that it really wasn't suitable for that. So I decided not to do that. So I had to move on and try to come up with something different. So I actually posted a video last week about how I ended up being able to get 12 LEDs to blink on 4 pins on the ATtiny85 and then use the 5th pin that's available for the buzzer. So the tones and the Charlie, and they're called Charlieplexed is how they're the LEDs are called Charlieplexed. That's how you get 4 and 12 leads on 4 pins. And I found out both of those over on the Technobloggy website, and he does a lot of ATtiny projects, and I should talk about how I had to adjust them to make them work together and everything, but we got it working, and I went ahead and did the same process I showed in the video and picked a different clip art tree and wanted something a little bit different, and went ahead and designed the PCB. I sent it off and got them back today and put the first one together, and it worked great. So I figured I'd show off my new tree-shaped PCBs that are going to be great for my Learn to Solder class. So I'm actually figured out how to use my iPhone for this live video. So let's see if I can get it working. All right, so there's the camera. Get rid of the sharing. There we go. So this is one assembled and one bare PCB. They're sitting next to each other. As you can tell, they turned out great, and we got it, working together. I'm gonna try to get you guys to listen to the buzzer music. Not that it's that great, but we'll try that. Camera wants to focus on my hand. Yeah, that's enough of that. So anyhow, so it turned out great. Got 12 LEDs. They're just single color LEDs, but when they come on and off, you can actually see the Charlieplexing working in the shadows on my PC, on my laptop thing. You can see them like pulsing. That's the Charlieplexing, where they're pulsing fast enough that your eyes can't really see it, but the camera picks it up a little bit and sees the little bit of things. But I've tried to make it as beginner friendly as I could. On some of my other projects, the LEDs go in every which way, but I made all the positives at the top on this one, so I can tell the students one time the plus sides go at the top. They're marked, but you can got that little line at the bottom for telling you that's the minus. But a lot of times, first-time solderers are so nervous they get them in wrong. That's one of the biggest things I have to do to fix boards that don't work, is the desolder the LEDs and turn them around, and that's always less than fun. Anyhow, another thing I did for make them beginner friendly, it's got 2 different values of resistor. So I decide, well, I'm going to order one value in blue and one value in tan. That way we don't have to, I'll know and they'll know which ones go where. So that's good. Also that capacitor, it's a little oversized for the board. I could have used a smaller one, but when you get a smaller one, the leads are closer together, and at 1.5 millimeters, they're pretty darn close, and you get solder bridges. So I decided to go with a little bit bigger one and make it, they got 3.5 millimeters in between the leads, so that's good. And like I said, we got the switch to turn the buzzer off. The lights itself doesn't have a, it's when you plug it into a USB port or any USB power, it'll start, and then you unplug it to stop it. But you can turn off, the switch will turn off the buzzer music anyhow. You can just see the lights flash. So I knew that I wanted to have it do that, so that's good. Also, I got that strain relief. You see the little knot there. You push the 2 wires through from the back, tie a single knot in them, and then push them into solder from the back as well. And that'll keep the cable hopefully lasting a little bit longer anyhow. That's what we got. One of the things that I had comments on the NeoPixel tree is, why do you have all those funky components on the front? Well, we're not going for aesthetics so much on these kits as we are that somebody can say, hey, I did all this. I put all these parts in here. So I think that's more important than making it look, like it's a toy or something that you bought at Walmart. So Blinky toy at Walmart. So somebody can say, yeah, I put all these parts on here. So they start out with a board like this, and in 2 hours they can get that. So the last thing I get, or one of the last things, is I 3D printed a bunch of these stands, and you see they're just 3 lobes, and I got a little slot in them, and slots at 10 degrees, so they lean back a little bit so they don't fall forward. And that worked out really well. And I also was concerned about, you were only supposed to have like 60 milliamps going through these ATtiny85s with all the pins. And even though your LEDs are only getting 1/4 of the, they're only on for 1/4 of the time. That's how Charlieplexing lets you do them all. It just does it real fast. And so I put it on, when I put it in the power bank here, I put the, it's upside down, but that's all right. It's drawing about 48 milliamps, 50 milliamps, so it's well below the 60 milliamps. So I got this powered by a power bank, but you can also use a computer or plug in, wall board or whatever to do that. But anyhow, turned out really good, and I just wanted to show it off. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Have a great day.